While product managers of the past had to rely solely on talking to users for their discovery, product managers today have a lot more tools at their disposal. More specifically, they have data. Let's use an example to illustrate the power of data-driven discovery. Say the business outcome you're looking to achieve is increased retention. First, how might this shape your discovery questions? Your more focused questions could include, what does the workflow of our core user look like? What do our successfully retained users do in the product? Where do users we don't retain drop out of the product? And what are customers actually trying to accomplish? Discovery is challenging because you'll likely get different answers to these questions as you get further into the process. Ideally, product managers are able to collect a lot of data from diverse sources to help them pattern match the biggest challenges that are blocking the outcome. There are a number of different discovery methods that help us build a good understanding of the problem space, including talking to internal teams, exploring product usage data, and direct customer feedback. Leveraging data in this way also fuels more of a continuous discovery motion where product managers can constantly learn from new data and use those insights to drive iteration. Starting with product usage data, this will help illuminate if and how people are using your product, which features they do and don't engage with, where users drop out of key workflows, what different segments of users do differently, and much more. It's a great place to start discovery, helping to bring data into your decision-making process and make it easier to know if the qualitative data you collect is signal or noise. Often, a single data point can point you in the direction to make a small product change that has a large impact on your customers. BEE, a company that provides no-code design tools for emails and landing pages, utilizes product analytics data to better understand how its UI is functioning and rapidly improve usability. In one case, an examination of the percentage screen resolution used across BEE's customer base signaled the need to move a button in the UI higher up the page. This seemingly small change had a big impact. Average time on task dropped from just over a minute to 47 seconds, and they saw a 4% uplift in the number of customers landing on the button. In the example we're using of increasing retention, you might first examine how product usage differs for users you retain compared to those you don't. What features do retained customers engage with the most? Do you see usage patterns in the rest of your user base? For users who churned, it's helpful to understand where they dropped out of workflows. This could indicate a feature or an area of the product that needs improvement. For example, maybe the data shows that retained users almost always complete a create new report workflow within the first month of using your product. From there, you can use a funnel to see how churned users move through the defined series of steps that make up this workflow. You'll be able to see where these users dropped off when following the steps, which may indicate areas of friction that need to be addressed. Your product analytics tool might also have session replay capabilities, which allows you to replay a visitor's journey within your product and actually see where and how they're dropping off. This is helpful in understanding the problems users face before they churn from your product. This quantitative data is even more impactful when paired with customer feedback, because nothing beats verbatim ideas and commentary from your users directly. In the example of trying to increase retention, this direct feedback is a great way to uncover issues that may be leading to unhappy customers and ultimately churn. For example, if you see a dip in usage for features that usually have high engagement and correlate with high retention, this could be a sign of newly introduced friction that you'll want to resolve. One course of action you may want to take is to solicit feedback from users who have used the feature in the past to understand why usage is lower and what's causing them to experience friction. A great way to collect this type of targeted user feedback is with in-app guides. This way, you can ask for feedback while users are engaging with your product, which raises the likelihood that they'll respond since their experience and opinions are top of mind. You can also use segmentation to target only the specific users from whom you want to collect feedback. In the retention example, you might target users with low usage and ask them for feedback about their experience with the product and what they feel is missing. What's preventing them from utilizing your product to its fullest? Mimecast, a company that provides email and collaboration security to businesses around the world, started utilizing in-app guides to improve their process for collecting user feedback. A guide designed to gather feedback about Mimecast's API program drew in 2,600 poll responses and 462 comments. Another guide asking users what additional information they'd like to see on the product's analysis tab had even higher engagement, with 1,000 users clicking through to learn more about the feature. This process has become standard practice at Mimecast, and the insights drawn from in-app feedback are used not only to improve the product, but also to better inform go-to-market teams so they can have deeper discussions with customers.